Hey, how's you going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. I'm out here in front of the Massey Motel, and it's probably 8:30 at night. Yesterday, this is Tuesday, by the way. Yesterday, Monday, we had quite a big snowfall here. It snowed in blue all day yesterday. There's about, I don't know, 10 inches or so of snow down, maybe a foot. I'm not sure, but it's wet and crusty. But anyway, tonight we're in for a treat because we're going to do some nighttime plowing. Let's get at her. So I thought what I'd do is do a little voiceover for this one rather than just post text on the screen. So let's get going here. First push out. We had a lot of snow, a lot of snow came down. Trying to push it here, and I have the wings on the blade, and when the wings are on the blade it's hard to use the blade to help you steer, and it's hard to steer without using the blade to help you, so the wings are making it kind of hard for me to steer the tractor. As you see here when I'm coming across I'm going kind of straight here just because that's the only way I can go when the wings are on the blade. A lot of snow. I sprayed my blade with diesel oil, and that really helps keep the snow from sticking to it, because this was wet snow, so it would be sticking if it wasn't for the diesel oil on the blade. So yeah, spraying it with diesel works good. A lot of people use cooking oils. That works just good too. Just I have access to diesel and I don't have access to cooking oil, so that's why I use the diesel. And here we go again, trying to get in as close as I can to the building so that I don't have to shovel so much. And then again, I couldn't steer, so I just had to push it into the bank. I'll get that later. I love nighttime plowing, boys. I'm telling you, there's something about it. It's just so dark and black, and there's nothing out there except you and the tractor, and the work lights in the tractor shining over the snow. Oh boy, it looks so nice. Okay, I'm about to get into some trouble here. Big drift right there, and you notice just as I went around the corner there, the blade, I had the blade in float, but the blade sort of raised up. So now it raised up and now I'm hung up in the snow. Trying to wiggle back and forth here, trying to get out, and just no way can I get back up. There's a little bit of the incline there. It goes down in front of the sugar shack towards the lake. I just can't get out. So I'm using the blade to try to angle the blade back and forth, put it down into the snow, and then angle it. Use the blade to sort of push me as I angle it back and forth. But it wasn't working too good because the wings on the blade. So I thought I was going to be sewered here. I'm going to have to get out of the tractor and take the wings off in the snow. The snow was up to my oxfors there probably, so it wasn't going to be any fun. Anyway, I kept messing around, and eventually I had some good luck, and I managed to wiggle my way out of it. See how I go ahead, and then see I put the blade down there, and then I wiggle the blade, and just about now I think is when I get out. Yep, there we go. Yeah, here we go. I had to put the blade down once more. There. We're out. We're free. Yahoo! So then, stupid me, I start to plow it again. I didn't have the blade in float that time, so it made a difference. But then I decided, discretion is the better part of valor. I'm going to, I guess I'm going to push it here. But I do stop to take the wings off the blade, because it's just not working with the wings on it. So we back it back into the Massey Motel, and I'll take the wings off in there eventually. Take one more push. If you notice the front wheels there when I was coming across with that push, they were really turned sharp, but I was still going straight just because of the wings. So yeah, now I'm going to back into the Massey Motel and take the wings off. The Massey Motel is working great, by the way, just if anybody's interested. Some nice. The tarp door though is the weak link right now. I have to do something about that tarp door. I think the tarp is going to work okay for a door. The trouble is, at the bottom, it blows around, and then the next thing you know, the wind will drift in under it. So you can see in the corners there of the door, like on the right-hand side of the door, there's a little bit of snow built up there. So the wings come out pretty easy. Just one bolt holds the brace on the top, and then there's two bolts hold it on the side edge of the blade. So you take the bolt out of the top brace, the red brace, take that out of there, and then there's one of them has an R clip on one of the pins on the side, and then the other one has I think it's a 3/8 bolt. You just take the bolt off, and then the wings pop right off. The wings are nice, when there's not a lot of snow and you're plowing the landing, because you don't have any windrows. You just push, push, push. It's nice, but not in this snow. This snow's too deep. So I took the wings off, get back in the tractor, and we're going to go home. Now with no wings, I should be able to steer a little bit better anyway. There's a lot of snow down. A lot more than I thought there was. So now that I got the kind of a little bit of a clearing there in front of the Massey Motel, I'm going to try to plow in front of the shop. Just open that up a little bit too. There's not as much snow there either, but so the plow doesn't work too bad here. Sometimes, when the snow is this deep, you need to use the blower. In fact, tonight I used the blower a lot on this job tonight, but right where I'm plowing here now, I can't use the blower because there's no place to blow it. The only place I can blow the snow would be back on the landing, and I have to plow that. So I don't like blowing snow onto an area that I'm going to have to plow or clear, even if I'm using the blower. So the first couple of passes across here, I like to just go with the blade to clear that off, even if the snow is deep. And then I'll switch over to the blower here in a minute, and we'll finish it with the snow blower. But yeah. See, right here I would have been blowing it to the left, blowing it back in the landing, but I have to plow the landing yet, so rather than plow snow that you just put there yourself. Boys, it's nice plowing at night. I like plowing at night. Yeah, they call me crazy, but I do. It's nice. Okay, I'm turning around here because we're going to go at it with the blower now, because it's just too deep to plow with the blade. Alright, let's go. See, right now I have the chute aimed towards the shop, so I'm blowing snow in front of the door again. I'm going to have to plow that away, but I guess you have to do a little bit that you don't want to. But so look how deep that snow is, And the blower does a good job blowing snow away, but the thing about the snow blowers is you have to go slow. You have to run your engine at a high RPM to get the rear PTO to go at 540 RPM. That's what the rear PTO is, and the snowblower is more efficient when it's running at 540 RPM. But then, so you rev the engine up to get to 540, but then you have to drive so slow because you see there the snow is already right to the top of the blower. So if I was driving faster, I would clog the blower right up. So yeah, it was a long, slow trip out the lane. In fact, it was so long, I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. So here we're coming out to the end of the lane where it meets the road, and the trees were hanging down with snow on them. I was kind of afraid to knock the camera off I have the camera mounted on the roll bar there on the rock, so I was kind of afraid that the tree branch was going to knock the camera off. But it did all right. So bad I'm coming up right here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, no problem though. The camera didn't move. That was good. And also out here on our lake road, we have a neighbor. pretty good fella, and he plows our lake road for us. What a guy, boys! I'm telling you, so nice to have the road plowed. And he's also so nice that he cleared away the big snowbank in front of my lane there, so I didn't have a big snowbank to plow through. So, you know, good old Jamie, quite the fella. And he plows like all day. He's out there all the time plowing. Just amazing, all the work that he does, keeping the road clear for us. So kudos to Jamie for that. Thank you very much. So we plowed out the lane and around the corner, so just let the snowblower kind of empty itself there before I raise it up. And then pull ahead and swing around here. We're going to go down the other side. So same as when I'm going with the blade, I like to do the 2 outside passes first, and then a couple in the middle, and then do the outside again if I have to. Just that's, I don't know, that's just the way I do it. We're starting back down in here. Another branch. But we made it okay. Oh boys, it's nice plowing at night, isn't it? You know, you can see good here with the work lights on and everything. But when you look out the side of the tractor, it's just as black as anything. So here we're coming up, back up onto the landing, out of the lane, onto the landing. I didn't want to bore you too much with just watching the snowblower go in the snow there, so switched over this way. So that snow is deep, eh? Like, I don't usually have snow that deep in the lane. Plus it was heavy and it was wet. But the blower did a good job. It's blowing it out good. And I find too, the thing about snowblowing is you have to have patience. You have to go slow. No sense forcing it. If you force it, like the 3-point hitch, there's no down pressure on it. So if you force the blower into the snow, it'll just ride up on the snow. You don't want that, eh? So you got to go slow so that the blower will go right along grade and clear the snow away. So yeah, you got to go slow, and you got to go high RPM in your engine. So you know, you use a lot of fuel when you're snowblowing too. But the perils of winter plowing. Eh? So just shoot a little bit there, and then we're going to go at it again, make another pass out the lane. And again, I'm blowing snow where I've already plowed, but I guess sometimes you got to do what you got to do, eh? The tractor going off into the inky black, all by itself, just all by itself there, you know. Totally self-contained. It's got lights, electricity, you know, heat. Yeah, pretty nice. I love nighttime plowing. Well, guess what? Batteries died before I finished plowing. But anyway, you got to see a lot of it. I had to blow most of this tonight because it was just so deep, for one thing. But it was also kind of heavy snow, and the plow wasn't working too good. You saw there when I first started out of the Massey Motel, about second or third trip out, I got stuck. And I had to use the blade, wiggle the blade back and forth to push myself back up the hill. And I also had the wings on the blade, so the wings for make it a snow pusher, now they didn't work too good. The snow was just too deep, right? So I took the wings off, but no, plowing wasn't working. So we ended up having to blow most of the lane. But anyway, that's the way she goes. Some nice night though for plowing. Boys, plowing at night, there's just something special about it. Don't know what it is, but it's just so relaxing. It's like zen, eh? But anyway, don't forget, eh? Thumbs up me wherever you are, and subscribe, and wherever you are also, I hope you're not getting buried in snow. Take care if you are, and we'll talk to you.